Think your DNA is private? Think again. Law enforcement can access it, even if you've never taken a test. Let's find out how. In this video, we expose how law enforcement can access your DNA, even without your consent. We cover privacy concerns, legal warrants, and the ethics of DNA testing. Learn how to protect your genetic information. Greetings and welcome. I'm Carolyn A. from GettingToTheRoots.com, where I help African American families uncover their ancestry through proven research methods and DNA insights, bringing your history to light. Let's dive in. Privacy is one of the most pressing ethical concerns in genealogy. Tracing family history often leads to unexpected discoveries, long-lost relatives, hidden adoptions, and unknown paternities. These revelations can reshape personal identities, sometimes bringing clarity and connection, but other times causing disruption. A single record can change how someone sees themselves, rewriting family narratives in ways that are not always easy to process. Protecting privacy means considering not just your own information, but also the impact on living relatives. Some people may not want certain details exposed. Family secrets buried for generations may have been hidden for a reason. When possible, it is important to check with those involved to understand how much they are comfortable sharing with future generations. Beyond personal privacy, legal protections surrounding genealogical data are complex and ever-changing. Some regions have strict policies governing how DNA and historical records can be accessed and shared, while others have few restrictions. Data protection laws continue to evolve, impacting the way genetic and ancestral information is stored, used, and disclosed. Understanding these legal frameworks is crucial for researchers, ensuring that their work respects both personal boundaries and regulatory guidelines. The rise of commercial DNA testing has introduced even greater ethical concerns. Genealogy is no longer just a personal journey, it has become big business. DNA data is collected, stored, and sometimes even sold, raising questions about consent and long-term data control. Some companies use genetic information for medical research, while others may store it indefinitely, leaving users with little say in how their DNA is handled. The potential for misuse is real, from law enforcement access to third-party profiling, making it essential for individuals to fully understand the policies of the testing services they use. For those engaging in DNA research, reading and understanding the fine print is just as important as reviewing the results. Every testing company has terms that outline data usage, access rights, and sharing agreements. Many people submit their DNA without realizing they are agreeing to conditions that could impact their privacy in ways they never anticipated. But privacy isn't just about personal choices, it's about who else has access to your DNA. Even if you've never taken a test, your genetic data could still end up in a police database. Let's break down how that happens. Law enforcement and DNA. Two things most people never think about together until they have to. But what if I told you that police can access your DNA, even if you never took a test? It's happening more often than you think, and understanding how it works is key to making informed choices about your genetic data. The first thing to understand is warrants. Companies like Ancestry, DNA, and 23andMe advertise their commitment to privacy, but that protection isn't absolute. If law enforcement obtains a court order, these companies can be legally required to turn over DNA data connected to an investigation. Some companies have fought these requests, while others have quietly complied. The fine print in their policies typically states that while they won't voluntarily share your DNA, they must follow the law when ordered to do so. Then there's the issue of public DNA databases. Even if you never used a major DNA testing service, your genetic data could still be out there. A known or unknown relative may have already taken a test, unknowingly creating a genetic breadcrumb trail that law enforcement can follow. Some people upload their raw DNA data to open-source sites like GEDmatch and MyHeritage to connect with relatives. But here's the catch. So can law enforcement. Because these databases are public, police don't need a warrant to search them. If they find a match, even a distant cousin, they can start piecing together a family tree to identify potential suspects. This is exactly how they solved the Golden State case. Not through the person responsible, but through their relatives, who had no idea they were helping to crack a decades-old investigation. And that brings us to familial DNA searching. Even if you never take a test, your relatives might. And that's enough. When someone submits their DNA, the database looks for matches: parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, even distant relatives. If someone in your family tree has left DNA at a crime scene, a partial match to a relative could put law enforcement on the right trail. While this has helped solve cases that went cold for decades, it also raises serious questions about privacy and consent. Could someone with no involvement in a crime be pulled into an investigation simply because of who they're related to? It's a possibility that has already played out in real cases. I personally hesitated before taking a DNA test because I worried about the possibility of my results being used to implicate a family member. But then, I realized something. Many of my cousins had already taken the test. If law enforcement wanted to find a relative, they already had access to our family line through them. I was also determined to prove my grandfather's ancestry, and after taking the test, I was able to uncover 4 of my great-great-grandparents. That discovery was invaluable and reaffirmed that despite the risks, DNA testing can be a powerful tool in genealogy. Beyond privacy and law enforcement, there's another crucial issue: ethics. DNA testing and genealogy research don't just affect you. They impact real people, real families, and entire communities. So, how do we handle these discoveries responsibly? Ethical genealogists must recognize the power dynamics in research, particularly how access to records has historically favored certain classes, races, and regions. By acknowledging these systemic biases, researchers can work toward a more inclusive and accurate historical narrative, balancing personal discovery with historical responsibility. Sometimes, these discoveries can be unexpected and emotionally challenging, particularly when research reveals painful or complex family histories. In some cases, researchers may even uncover histories tied to difficult circumstances, such as GRAPE or SA. Ethical research means considering the impact of what you uncover, ensuring that your findings serve a legitimate purpose rather than causing unnecessary harm. For those searching for unknown parents or lost family, support without judgment is key. Painful discoveries do not define a person's identity. Encouraging individuals to seek professional guidance through counseling, support groups, or trusted family members can help them process these revelations in a way that fosters healing rather than distress. As technology evolves, genealogists must stay informed about new ethical challenges, such as artificial intelligence predicting personal information from genetic data. Establishing clear ethical frameworks ensures that technological advancements enhance our understanding of the past without compromising individual dignity. Education plays a vital role in shaping ethical research practices. Workshops, seminars, and accessible resources can help genealogists navigate difficult dilemmas while fostering a research community that respects all narratives, especially those from marginalized groups. Ultimately, genealogists are caretakers of history, balancing the pursuit of truth with respect for those who came before and those still living. Your DNA isn't as private as you think. From warrants to public databases, Understanding these risks is key to making informed choices. That's a wrap. But don't stop here. Keep learning with my African American genealogy playlist, where I go deeper into research and DNA techniques. If this video helped you, like, share, and subscribe for more. And don't forget to join my email list for exclusive genealogy tips. Thanks for watching. Peace and love.